Guys, what's up? Today we're gonna be doing something fun. Maybe not so much fun for me, but fun for you. We're gonna paint the roll cage. I just started. I got paint all over myself. I gotta tell you, this is probably the worst thing that I have painted in my entire life. It's so awkward, no space. It's horrible. But let me show you what I got so far. So I just prime the roll cage white, so I think by doing that it will give it a better brightness color whenever I paint it over. But like all the pipes are already prime, but the space is so tight that like it's really hard to get in there. So, and even then, like one of the worst things too, like I just started giving up. I was like, whatever, I'm done with it. I guess I didn't cover enough, so like some of this stuff is getting all over the interior of the car. So I mean, it is what it is at this point. I just had to keep going, finish it, and hopefully when I'm done it'll look decent. At least don't have to be perfect, but decent. So for today, I think we're just gonna paint the roll cage, and then tomorrow when it's all dried up, I'll paint the floor. But let me show you the paint I got. I didn't want it to go anything expensive, or I didn't want it to do my paint gun or any of that, because I'm in a rental, so this is really not my real garage, and I wanted to make a big mess, even though it's still a big mess. But so for the paint, I just got some spray paints, and let me show you. So for the primer and for the floor paint, I use rust-oleum white primer for the cage, and for the paint I use the what is this called, smoke gray. Now for the roll cage, I have a duplicate color, and this is a grabber green color. I looked it up online and it looked kind of good, so I figured that's what I was gonna go with. In my mind, everything looked great. I mean, it looked great, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out in real life, because that's normally how I do things. I imagine them and I go for them, and sometimes they look great, sometimes they don't. So I'm hoping that it does look great, because this is a lot of work, and I don't think I will do it again. If it look bad, so be it. I will roll with it until the car fall in pieces. I'm not gonna paint it again. So hopefully it looks good. We'll see. So the cage is done. I like the color, look pretty good. I don't know if some of the spots are not gonna be as even because of the space. It's really hard thing to paint. It's no space at all, so you can only do the best you can. I think it came out pretty good. So once it dries up, let me show you guys what the color. I think the color looked pretty good. So once it's done drying, I'm gonna leave it drying overnight, I think, before I do the floor. But I think I'm pretty good. Once it's dry, then I wrap up the cage so I can paint the floor, and then I can finally be done with this disaster. I think it's gonna look really good. I like it so far. And you see in there, I got my other seat, so I'm gonna have both matching seats in the car. I also got the harness, and of course I went with purple. So I think when it's all said and done, it's gonna be a whole different car. We'll see. Well, the floor is done. This thing got overspray all over it, so I'm gonna have to get my clay bar, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's like green all over it. I think it came out pretty good. Tomorrow when it's all dry, I unwrap it, I put the panels back on, headliner, the seats, put it all together, give it a good wash, clean it up, and yeah, it should be a killer once it's all done. So let's get it all clean and let's see what she looks like.